Hello, Kurt Kohler from the RazorBaton company. We're going to discuss the baton, some call it the RazorBaton or law enforcement baton. It can be used for executive protection as well as typical law enforcement or even military from the standpoint of a deterrent and a less than lethal weapon. What you'll see in other videos is this sword. They're similar to each other, except that the baton has a rounded edge. It's less than lethal, where this resembles much more of a katana point. We call them the razor, and some people say, oh, you shouldn't call it a razor sword or a razor. Well, it's not because necessarily these are razor sharp. In fact, we never ship them sharp. They're always dull. The reason we call them razor, in fact, if you've ever seen the razor phone out there, it's because it's thin. All the blades are very, very thin. That's all. And their profile is very thin. So that's why we named it RazorBaton. In fact, when you look at any of our knife blades, it's the same thing. This is a 1/16 of an inch in thickness. Very, very, very thin. Extremely strong. It penetrates, because it is so thin, it penetrates through everything. Let's take a look at the idea of the baton. First of all, it is extremely fast to use, and it can give you greater length, and you can use it in various formats. A side slap, strike, butt strike, all sorts of interesting dynamics. These two are exactly the same type as far as thickness. This particular sword is the one that you're going to see on videos, crushing through concrete block after concrete block. This baton would do the same thing without any damage. What we did is we took a collapsible baton, and you'll see that in the videos, and we tested it as we did our razor sword. And within about 3 or 4 or 5 strikes, in fact the first 2 it was already broken, but after about 5 or 6 it was completely bent over and totally useless. The law enforcement personnel that I have spoken with who use this, and I'm not saying this is totally useless, it's better than nothing, have told me that in a situation where you have an assailant or perpetrator that is on drugs, that is psychotic or insane, they are not going to feel this. It's going to be a very, very difficult process to get that person to comply. This particular baton has a thin edge. When it strikes a muscle group, it will destroy the capacity for that muscle group to work temporarily. So it's a less than lethal baton, but it has better reach, and it will not self-destruct if you hit a hard target. So if you were striking someone and they moved out of the way, and you hit something that was hard, your collapsible baton is going to collapse, and you're done. You're in trouble. That won't happen with ours. So if you have any questions, please contact RazorBaton Company. Again, I'm Kurt Kohler. We're the designers of these. This is a laminated blade with molecular adhesion, and we call them blades because they're thin. They're not sharp. They're just a very thin profile, and they're fast, and they're extremely accurate. Again, any questions? Please contact us. Thank you.